Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new episode of Flesh Wound Farce, where we review and discuss your and our favorite comedy films. This is the world's first and only combination trivia host and professional wrestling announcer of Chilean descent that currently resides in Southern California, Ozzy V. And with me, as always, on this program, first in the Northern California Bay Area, world-famous juggler Greg Larson. How you doing, Greg?
Pretty fantastic. How about yourself, Ozzy?
That's it.
What?
No dig. No, you don't want to. You want to dig a little deeper from last week.
I think we got enough in last week.
Are you sure? Because you had nothing else. You just said, "I'm good. How are you?" Which rarely happens. So you don't. You sure you don't want to say anything now? Or
I do want to, but I'm trying to keep the peace. It's been a rough enough time with this movie, so I'm trying. I think for the sanity of all of us, I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one on this.
I think I just thought ought to get offended mid-sentence.
Yeah. Sorry.
We'll get into that shortly. Also, with this Flesh Room producer Todd. How you doing, Todd?
I am chilling,
as is usually the case. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this week we will be reviewing and discussing the sequel to Police Academy, which is Police Academy 2, Their First Assignment, released on March 29th, 1985. Todd, do you have a trailer available? And if you do, can you please roll it?
Yes, I do.
Thank you.
Lock your doors. Activate the dog. Stand up the man. Stretch the wire, because they've taken to the streets. They're the graduates of Police Academy, turned loose on their first assignment.
You gotta build a trust between you and the people, and they'll respect you.
They're armed.
Now look, I'm serious.
And they're dangerous. Mahoney.
You have the right to sing the blues. You have the right to cable TV.
It's a nice piece.
Tackleberry.
I was referring to your sidearm.
Hightower.
Yo!
Yo?
Yo, sir!
Jones. Hooks. Captain Lassard. Commandant Lassard. And the lovable Lieutenant Mauser.
It's Captain Mauser.
Last year, they were in training.
Time to deploy for school.
I'll go when I'm ready.
You're ready now, mister.
This year, they're in charge. Police Academy 2, Their First Assignment.
He said that's what he gets for being friends with Eric Bischoff.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the trailer for Police Academy 2, Their First Assignment. Again, released on March 29th, 1985, rated PG-13 with a runtime of 87 minutes, starring Steve Guttenberg, Michael Winslow, Bubba Smith, David Graff, among others, as mentioned in the trailer. With this sequel also introduced as Bob Goldthwait instead of now known as Bobcat Goldthwait. But initially, I had enjoyed this movie a lot more when I was a child, I can say. The second runtime wasn't not what I recall, so to speak. However, did introduce the character of Proctor, which I felt kind of not necessarily outshined, but was definitely a bright spot in this sequel. Greg?
So, I don't think I've seen this movie before. And I thought I had, but I guess I was confusing it with Police Academy 3. So, because it was when Bobcat Goldthwait joins the force. So, this was a first go. What's that?
That's 4 when he joins the force.
Well, then 4. Maybe I've not seen 3. So yeah, it was oh man, I love the first movie. And so it's got a high bar to try to, reach with that. But I just gotta say this one getting through it was a little rough at times. It had great moments, had great laugh out loud moments. So it's not like total hot garbage, but just overall it didn't have the same spark that the first movie did.
Todd?
Um, I have I always loved this one, and I know it's not as good as the first, but to me, it's not Ghostbusters too bad. But I see its weaknesses, but like every time I watch this, I have a strange connection. I crave a McDLT because like 3 times in a row, I remember eating McDLTs and watching Police Academy 2 because I own the tape previously viewed, so I'd watch it a lot. I did that on the first, so I do associate that with a McDLT for the kids. You better Google what that is.
I think the absence of G.W. Bailey is felt. Like it almost
Yes.
feels like that's partially what made the first one so good, is that you like I was never a fan of Mauser from this one or the third one. I was always a much bigger fan of Captain Harris, and I think that's what makes the fourth one, spoiler, my favorite, because you have G.W. Bailey and Lance Kinsey as Proctor together, which makes such a natural fit that it's a shame that we didn't get them together in these movies as well.
I get why you don't have them in here because it makes sense because they left the academy, so they they wouldn't be at the new place. So, but I get it. I don't mind Mauser, at least in the second one, but I think it's more about what they do to him that's what entertains me. And it is the first time I remember seeing someone wear a bodysuit because you could tell he has no ass crack. Like, what's wrong with him? Oh. So.
But
it is the rare PG-13 movie that gives you tits too.
Right.
Can't think of any others.
There. Well, there was Airplane. And that was PG.
There's the old PG, so it's a different era. Like, because you have them in Disorderlies too. But
yeah, but that's from like a far distance.
Yeah, I get it. But yeah, PG-13, there's like no other that I can think of. I'm sure there's one out there. But that's when they started getting all weird with the ratings.
I see. All weird, you mean appropriate.
Right.
Spoken like a true American. Let's go watch. Let's go watch 85 people die. Oh shit, a titty. Oh, what are we gonna do?
So in terms of favorite moment, it was a stupid line, but the way it was done just had me laughing for a good few minutes after it had happened. And that was when Mauser is telling Proctor his plan of how he wants things to go, and how, oh, you're gonna need a new watch commander. Who do you think that's gonna be? Oh, you. Oh, yeah, good choice. You're not playing with a full deck, are you? Oh, no, sir, I don't play cards. I could not help myself. I was watching this in my car, and I guarantee everybody could hear my laughing in the entire garage. I'm sorry, Todd, did I steal yours?
Oh, yeah. Well, mine's in the same exact spot.
Okay, well, I mean, was it a different line?
Well, it's you know who that would be. You dickhead, you. That line. Yeah,
but I think I don't know if there's another person who could play Proctor as well as he did, because it's these lines that are being delivered standing next to somebody with just like a blank look on his face.
And that's why I think in this one, I don't mind Mauser. I think Mauser and Proctor work like in that, like the stuff they do together. They have good stuff to do. but I get the miss of G.W. Bailey because he's G.W. Bailey.
Right. It's all right. That's all you got. Short Circuit and Mannequin.
Oh God, they found out I do not like Short Circuit on one of the other shows, so now that's all they want us to do.
It's your Superman 3.
Ozzy's like, welcome to my world.
Let's do it next week.
Let's not get carried away.
See now.
Okay. So, Greg, any favorite moments?
Yeah, there were a few really good ones for sure. I think just because of the quickness of the line, that it was so well delivered. There's a scene where they're at a restaurant and it points out the fish is boiling, and with the pet fish, and the chef right away is just like, "You want stir fry?" Like, without missing a beat, and I was like, "Oh, that caught me off guard." Like, no worry, no nothing, just like, all right, let's move forward with this.
So I apologize, but it sounded like you delivered that last bit of commentary from another dimension.
You broke up a minute.
Oh, sorry.
So all we made out was the fish boiling on the bowl.
If you did it in the voice, maybe it is better for a take two.
Ooh. Well, yes, there's a chef that then very quickly says, "You want stir fry?" And it was
right.
It's fantastic.
That was great.
But like, yeah, this like how old I don't know how old I was when I saw it, but it was the right age and it stuck with me. Although like the straight turn to PG, like other than the fourth one, it's like the rest of the series I can't do. Other than 4, but I'm sure we'll see more.
Yes.
At least 2 more.
At least 2 more. One thing I did like enjoying was the Bobcat Goldthwait's character. Into the
he's fun.
Yeah.
But I specifically enjoyed when they're in the supermarket. This guy's loading up on meat. He's like, "Hey, are you crazy? I'm a vegetarian!" Like, just yells like such like a line you were not expecting. Stuff like that's fun.
All the Bobcat stuff is gold, and the stuff with him and Sweet Chuck. So
they're just screaming at each other. And even though it seems random at time, but I could watch like Michael Winslow all day. And every bit of his gags. So it's those couple of bonuses. While the script itself and the movie itself is more like a 3, it's guys like those that bump it to a 3.5 for me.
You know, I was worried, especially because of the reaction, that I was going to be way off score wise, but I'm right there with you. Like, the script wasn't great, but so 3 for that, I do agree, and 3.5 because it's got some great moments. And let me tell you, the older I get, the more I appreciate Tackleberry than I did, as a youth. So
I'm a little higher. This one I have a lot of nostalgia for. I'm a 4 out of 5 on this one.
Okay. Well, available now wherever you can rent or purchase your digital content from your favorite digital content provider. Any announcements from Flesh Wound Features, Todd?
This Wednesday is our best of 2023, so we're going to talk about the top 10 picks from each one of us, and then we'll also have some categories where we're going to pick our favorite actor, actress, slasher, this, that, whatever. So yeah, it'll be fun.
Nice.
Interesting. Greg, any news or updates?
No, but I do have a question. How many police academies does Moscow count as? Like, would you say there's 7 police academies?
And a
So-
television series.
Okay, so two
And
more
an animated
movies.
series.
Oh, gotcha. So 2 more movies than Ozzy's Championships. Got it. All right.
Yes.
I'm sorry. You told me. I was trying to be good. I was trying. And you had to.
Amari
You had to
Cooper,
be
you
like.
asshole.
I'm going to be waking up at the middle of the night. Amari! Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to torment me in person, you can do so this week. I'll be hosting trivia at the Rush Barn Grill Mondays at 6:30, Tuesdays at the brewery in Placentia beginning at 7, Wednesdays in Los Alamitos at Griffin's Grill beginning at 7:30, and Thursdays at the Honey Pot Meadery in Anaheim also at 7:30. Always free to play and prizes for the top winning teams. And of course, every song has something to do with the answer. Song I'd be playing right now would be something to do with heartbreak because of Amari Stupid Cooper. Still hurts. Doesn't matter that was a few weeks ago. It's going to hurt till next year when I win my championship back. And I'll be the 6-time 272 champion, Greg.
I think you'll just be eternal Booker T, but that's all right.
Okay, all right. And on that note, that is world famous juggler Greg Larson and Flesh Wound producer Todd. And I'm Ozzy V, and we'll see you next week right here on a new episode of Flesh Wound Farce.